Sorry about that, everyone. But okay. Come on in, come on in. Everybody, come on in. Hello. Oh, we just had someone jump in for a split second there. I guess I started a couple minutes early. And it's Teen. Okay, okay. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Looks like we got someone in the chat here. Friday free reads, unless if you want to be unless if you want to more so do. I need to find a laptop to do this on. Hi, Ria. How are you? How is everybody? It's it's for everyone. Friday Fridays I go live. It's funny because I used to do live reads as replacements, as well, not as well, yeah, sometimes as replacements or as makeups if I did a pick a card reading. And then I'm like saying, wow, these are doing quite well during Friday, late mornings in the Pacific time, early afternoons and Eastern time. So okay, I'll stick with these. Plus, I like interacting with my audience a lot. I really love my subscribers, and if you are not subscribed, please do. Gosh, I mean, aw, thank you. You're amazing. What was it? What was the sense that you got? And I also do live streams because aw, thank you. it's uh it's what's the what's the theme for today's live? It's whatever. It's just whatever questions you have. Anything, anything. It's whatever you'd like, but you have to be a specific so I can be a little bit more accurate because I've tried doing this I tried I think someone asked me, "Hey, can you tell me about my love life?" or "Hey, can you tell me about my future?" That's just so broad. What about it? What exactly what aspect are you Hello, hello. So, Ria, cuz this thought it's a bit um can you all right, well, Soul Glow, unfortunately, just mere seconds before, not Soul Glow, uh, Ria, just mere seconds before you asked, Soul Glow, just asked, me, um, uh, just, uh, quickly, this will probably be a yes or no question unless if there's a follow-up question. So Soul Glow will come in first, and then I'll get to you, Remy, and also Ria. All it's not just personal readings I do. I also do readings that are like akin to what's going on in just like what's going on like with kind of like behind the scenes. That's what Ancient Echoes was kind of meant. It was like the what's really going on, what are our ancestors and what's the world telling us. That's what basically what is it relaying. And and so and so you can even ask stuff about current events. You can ask about you can, anything. Just I'm kind of you can go all you can go on Wonder Twins on me, even though I think Wonder Twins sounds like I don't know, like a 1940s comic book. To be honest. Wonder Twins does sound like something that you would hear from like the 20s or the 30s. Shots fired. Okay. Well, EBMS comes soon, i.e., disclosure about. Oh God. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Good Lord. So, Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, Two of Crystals, Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands. Yeah, I'll do 7 for this one. Six of Wands. Strength. All yes cards. All yes cards. And it is going to bring a lot of truth here. But the thing is that usually a Two of Crystals, which is the two of Pentacles on your generic tarot card reading, or the tarot card deck, not in reading. There's a little bit of there's a little bit of confusion whether or not this should be revealed, because yeah, because in all honesty, people are just like not sure whether or not there. I shouldn't say people, but there's a hesitancy. There's a hesitancy whether or not people should know the truth, but the absolute thing is that it absolutely should be shown. So absolutely, it will EBMS come soon, i.e., disclosure about the government, the Matrix. Yes, these are all yes cards. It is in the making. It's all coming out. There's some hesitancy going on here, but at the end, it's going to make a lot. So how should I say this? They're all yes cards, and it is something to be looking forward to. It is off in the distance. It is near. You can see this coming, and it's just going to make us a lot stronger. And not just going to make us a lot stronger, but only the people who are strong enough to know the truth are going to actually acknowledge this. But there are a lot of people in today's society that rely heavily on the government, and which is heavy reliance on anything, in my opinion, is extremely dangerous. You do need a little bit of independence, and you need codependency. We're all meant to be codependent. That's what life is all about. It's about interacting with one another and making each other even stronger. But I digress. But in other words, yes, absolutely, there is going to, EBMS will come to fruition. And so, all right. and it's gonna look like a bright, bright, bright future. It really, really is. I see nothing but positive here. And it's nothing but wonders, to be honest. I mean, I don't know much about it, but they're all yes cards. Now I'm gonna go on to Riaz. Can you please tell me exactly what profession I will be in? Because this thought is haunting me day and night, specifically. All right. Seven of Cups. Okay. King of Wands. Five of Cups. Knight of Cups. Three of Cups. Temperance. And what else? Ten of Cups. Okay, so yeah, this is entertainment purposes only. I can't tell you exactly, precisely what profession you will be in. But I can't because I don't, because what profession you will be in is entirely up to you. However, I can tell you what it's going to involve, if that's okay. So one of the things that I immediately saw from these readings is that what do all these include? These include nature. So it wouldn't be surprise me. So nature and the stars, right? So it wouldn't shock me if you got into something like astrology, agroecology, biology, or what other ologies. It's gonna be somewhere in STEM. Now people think that STEM has to deal with, just engineering and techie kind of stuff. Yeah, good. But STEM stands. It means for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and which means that agroecology, even farming, is a STEM field. I can see you doing something like farming, even though that's not the most sought after thing. However, you can be a geologist, a geographist, again, an agroecologist, which has to do with like plants. It wouldn't shock me if you got into geography. Geography is a very underestimated field, to be honest. It's also very or you can be in the midst of nature. So maybe like a park ranger, or it can be more something akin to maybe a tour guide. You get a nature tour guide, which two isn't two isn't bad. You can also be a spirit guide if that's something that you're into. You can be, but I am seeing a lot more things that have to do with like uh you can even get into astrology. And I don't mean just like astronomy or even astronomy. You can get into astrology and see what's happening around the world, especially in terms of what and especially in terms of people's fortunes and futures, because there's a lot of us. There's a lot to this. I wouldn't say this movement, but to this sort of practice. Like, people want to say that it's all hokey pokey, made up BS, but it's like New Age and a lot of this stuff actually is a lot more scientifically based and scientifically proven than a lot of Western practices. There's a lot of merit to what goes on here. So you can actually get into spirituality as well. You can get into the studies of extraterrestrials or anything like that. It's crazy, but it's whatever intrigues you. Leave in the comments section what Ria, what intrigues you. Do any of those things kind of resonate with what you're kind of looking for? Are you more someone? It has to do with nature or space. I can't tell you exactly because you have to choose what fits for you the most. Okay. Okay, so you're very more like in touch with spirituality, which makes sense around here. So you could again be you can be you can be a tarot card reader like me. You can be a spirit guide. You can be just you can be a wise man. That you can be anything that intrigues you. But it's gonna take it's this is a lot harder to do, and trust me, it's not just reading cards. I hate to tell this to people, but a lot of spiritual growth comes from like struggle. Okay, so you need something. So you need something that so nature just embraces me every time. Okay, so you can get into farming. You can get into agroecology. You can get into there are just so many jobs, so many careers that involve nature. Geography, I said, even. So you got physical geography, which has a lot to do with studies of the weather, studies of nature, and even Geology. There's a lot of stuff that goes into geology. Geo means earth. It's or no, it's Geo is not. No, Geo is not how. Uh, uh, no. Geo is not Earth. Geo is how things work. Gia is Earth. It's yeah. It stems from the word yeah, which is the god, which is Mother Nature, like, Earth. That's the Greek word. So, but geo means work. So you might be working. So yeah. So what's gonna happen with the money? The money thing. That's a different question. Like, if you choose your path, it it depends. Well, what's going to happen with the money thing? It depends on what you choose. It depends on what path you choose. Every path, every job is paid differently. So I can't say that entirely. I can't, because, well, I can, but I don't want to mislead you. So that's the thing. You have to understand whatever path you take, you're gonna endure the benefits, the pros and cons of each. So, all right. So you can't tell me you're connected, way too connected to nature. So what's going to happen with the money thing, finances? Well, again, you're going to have to, if you're so connected to nature, you're going to have to find some way to make money off of that. But if you want to sit around and do nothing and just stick around nature, then unfortunately there's a then unfortunately there's not going to be much progress. But again, it's all what you choose to do. What if you like being in nature, you like being involved with nature, and I already listed what jobs include in nature. So which is agroecology, which has like a lot to do with plants, and gardening, basically farming. You can do farming. You can be a park ranger. You can be a tour guide in a park. You can do you can be a geologist, geographist. I mean, it just depends. But or you can be like a spirit guide and stuff like that if you know what you're doing, because there are a lot of freaking spirit guides, quote unquote, that are very, very misleading to their clients. And so you need to know exactly what you're doing, regardless of what path you decide to take. But you're not going to have a next career or a next job if you're just considering just laying around and doing nothing around nature. We're not meant. This is what modern day society doesn't understand. We are not meant to sit around and let the government or tell us what to do and just like sit around and wait for others to tell us what to do. We all work together. Man, animal, and nature feed off of each other. Your job is to help make the world go round. But a lot of people don't want to do that. Well, then, if you don't want to do that, then I'm sorry. That's not gonna. Nothing is gonna move forward, and if anything, that that contributes to spiritual and natural decay, and which a lot of people, which is where we're kind of going, because a lot of people in the Western world are just too lazy and spoiled. Not everyone is. Not everyone is. Okay? Not everyone is lazy. I'm saying that there are lots of people who in this community who preach this. They say we should do this, we should do that. Well, there has to be a you in order for there to be a we. There has to be a me before we. And I don't mean that in terms of an egotistical thing. I'm talking about in terms of just an aura wise. You need to be doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of soul work, and a lot of shadow work. And you have to be working really hard on yourself, and working on hard on others, the things that surround you. So if you like being in nature, again, those are the jobs that I told you. You have to get into a STEM field that involves nature. What do you need clarification on? And I'm not saying that in a derogatory or annoyed way. What I'm legitimately asking, how can I help you? How can I help you? How can I help clarify a little bit more? I also need to remember that there's a 3 to 5 second delay. Hello, welcome in. I just finished. I just got done with a reading. So if anyone has. Aw, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to mislead people, because the thing is that there are plenty of people. Okay. So, I mean, I just don't want to misguide or mislead people. I actually wrote a song that's about people like this. A lot of people in this community who tell you how to think and how to act and what the best way to reach enlightenment is. And I'm like saying, the thing is that it's not a one size fits all sort of deal. So that's exactly why I can't tell you, oh well, this ideally freaking this in this circumstance it's more ideal to pursue this. Then it's like, okay, that's the ideal way, but not everyone is ideal. Not everyone is the same. We're equal. We can be equal but different, because everyone is brought here for similar, if not, I wouldn't go as far as to say identical, but similar but different purposes. So I can't tell you what your purpose is. I can help guide you and figure things out. And tell you what's best to my knowledge. But there might be someone else who has a different perspective, and if that's the case, you ask them for that perspective. I mean, it's all about asking questions. Spirituality is about clarification, and it's also, well, that's one aspect of it. It's a lot more than that, but you cannot discover who and what your purpose is if you don't start asking questions And I don't mean like guilty questions. I mean more like, okay, what is my purpose? Okay, I'm having an idea of my purpose. How do I pursue this or clarify it? And then you start doing this, and then you start doing the work. You start doing the soul searching. You start doing what you enjoy doing, and then it could lead to something that else that you might enjoy, and it just grows and builds off of that. And as it grows and builds off of that, you start to grow and adapt. Spiritual growth is all about adaptation, adapting to your environment, and it's not comfortable. It's not comfortable, but the thing is that, yeah, I'm just like asking, when you were going through your growth spurts, when you were in your teens, like your early teens, how did that feel? When you were going through puberty, how did that feel? Oh God. What or when you're working out, how did that feel? Like when you're gaining muscle, or when you're doing this, the best things that come, the best things that come out come from adversity, and they come from resistance. It comes from heartache and pain. I once preached that, and people called me a leatherhead for this. But I said, but they were asking, how do you reach enlightenment? I said, you have to go through you have to suffer a lot. And I wasn't wishing suffering. I wasn't wanting to curse, but people did not understand. They think it's just meditation. Let me be in my own comfort zone and let me clear the energies, and that's spiritual growth. No, it is not. Spiritual growth comes from a lot of struggle, strife, heartache, trauma. And I'm not wanting people to seek these things. You should never want to seek pain. If pain comes your way, then it's a test. Are you ready for all of this? Are you ready to move on? Because trust me, ascension symptoms and just the spiritual world, trust me, is freaking excruciating. It hurts. It's not an easy life up there. I'm not going to go as far as to say that it's not peaceful. But but the thing is that your conscience and your soul, you're a light worker. Keyword worker. What part of working, especially working with the light, what part of that is comfortable? None of it is. How do you reach your... How do you reach enlightenment? Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, audience. If you're surrounded by light and nothing but light, do you know that it's light? Is it light if there is no darkness? My answer to that is no. There is no darkness. There is no such thing as light if there is no darkness. Narcissists, in many ways, can be the first step to spirituality, knowing how to deal with a narcissist. Be- but, but in all honesty, uh, yeah, g- going through a narcissistic relationship or growing up with a narcissist, it, it, um, it does help you grow. Adversity helps you grow, and you got and the more and more I started to realize one thing about narcissists is that I do start to recognize that is narcissists. We attract narcissists because not only of our good nature, but the thing is that there is a bit of narcissism within ourselves, or something that's or something in ourselves that we have not come to peace with in with that, not that specific narcissist, but that zeitgeist of that narcissist, the energy and the essence of that narcissist we attract, because there's still something that we haven't fixed, or we haven't come to peace with. Yeah, I can help you, and that's what I'm here for. I'm not Mark Briewski guru level healer yet, but I have my own strategies of knowing of being a spiritual healer. I'm still on my journey of that spirit of being a spiritual healer, but I do my best. I do my best to help people become the best them, because you have to understand that Earth is a school. We come here to learn, and we come here to teach as well. And yeah, and sometimes the teachers get schooled by the students, and that doesn't make the teachers bad. It just says, wow, I didn't see it in that I didn't see it in that way before, because there are some people who have different perspectives of the same thing, or they might have other perspectives of or they might have something to add to what the teacher is saying, and they're saying, oh, okay, I didn't think of that before. Okay, yeah, that's true. No, the Earth is a school planet. um Not on the house. You have to subscribe to my Patreon, and then I will subscribe to my Patreon. I should I'll post the link uh here. Let me actually do that right now. Let me post the link in the chat. So yeah, if you want to be given a reading, if you want to be given a reading, or uh, or anything like that, please, so let me, so I'm gonna share. Here. Give me a minute. Okay, so that's my Patreon, and I should I and yes, I should pimp that out a little bit more often. Um, hopefully, you get hopefully you get to see that. You click onto tiers, and if you want to go on to there, please please do. And if I have enough and if I have enough patrons, I'll do a patrons only hangout and patrons only reading live stream. Right now I'm doing this from a phone. I'm gonna probably have to use like a laptop or like a computer of some sort to do my live streams, because I tried to do I tried to do stuff like Streamlabs to get paid here, but in all honesty, that stuff is only like desktop, so I have to get a laptop or something like that and start streaming my videos, or not my videos, but my live streams from there. Oh, well, thank you, Rhea. God bless you too. Make sure everyone make sure you spread that around. Tell me if that's the right link. That should be the right link. But yeah, for any additional questions, you're either gonna have to subscribe to my Patreon, one, or two, you need to or you need to set up an appointment with me, Rhea. Hey, Elgato, how are you? Is that okay, Rhea? Cause yeah, I can do a full personal reading. But yeah, it's yeah. You're gonna have to pay full price, but I will basically do. Yeah, I'll basically give you a whole in-depth reading. This is just sample stuff. But you can either do a personal set up an appointment with me of a personal reading, or subscribe to my Patreon. Either one. Hello. How are you, Elgato? Oh, that's good. That is good. I'm glad. Thank you. It's great to have you. Great to have you on. Oh, we just took like a two two viewer plummet. And viewers, if you haven't subscribed to me, please do, because I'm actually getting more views. There are a lot of non-subscribers watching me than there are subscribers. Subscribe, please, because I need to get to 1,000 here. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I need to get my way to 1,000 subscribers. We're only like what? Less than 400. We're past the halfway mark. Yep, sand does make the pearl. So, okay, I'll be on for like another hour or two. So if you have any questions, by all means ask. And, or what we can, do is chat. I'm okay with getting to know My audience? My audience is amazing. It absolutely is. My audience is amazing. So, any questions or discussions that you would like to have? Or we can just hang out. I don't mind that. I did catch some. Okay, we just had an eclipse. We did have an eclipse. And I think that's what. I'm not kidding. I went through like 48 to 72 hours of just like abysmal fury, and I don't know what got over it. What came over me. I was just. It was just like all of my traumas were just piling on, and, and I just didn't know what to do. Elgato said it. Set your intentions, everybody. Set y'all's intentions. Because we're going to be in for a huge rude awakening here. Yep. Yep. Elgato gets it. Yipper, yipper, yipper. So, anyone got a question? If you have a question, please ask in the chat. Again, if you want, but if you, and if you haven't, and if you want to get exclusive perks, please subscribe to my Patreon. I'll do a reading on that. And immediately we got the Lovers, the Queen of Crystals, and I'll pull out more. Ten of Wands. No, you did not mishear that. You did not mishear that. The President, well, I mean, this alien talk has been going on for, like, what, 50, 60 years? Yeah, and, with Kennedy's Project Looking Glass. Yeah. It's not, I mean, like, there are so many things that normies don't know because they trust the words of their own government. But it's like, don't you understand that the government is hiding so much information from you? They're not gonna tell you that aliens exist. They're not gonna tell you that that there's technology way, way, way advanced than we've ever seen. They're never gonna tell us that. They know it's true. You honestly think Star Trek and Star Wars were based off of just like some random fantasy that they had? Some just what ifs? I mean, like, some of it was what ifs, but others was just also, yeah, factually based. Something that they don't want us to know. I'll probably do 2 hours today. 2.5. Yepper, Elgato. And you know that this president, a lot of truths, because of his mashed potato brains, a lot of truths are going to spew out his mouth. He's going to have a lot of Freudian slips. A lot of truths are coming out. My pleasure. That's what I'm here for. And be sure to share all this, because I need to get to 1,000 subs. Get not just get monetized, but to be able to do to get super chats. I see a question in the house. Oh. Can I... Annabelle, can I ask if I should go to university in Australia next year? What are you planning on studying? That sounds intriguing. Hey, thank you, Elgato, for bringing that to my attention. What are you studying, Annabelle? For your major? You don't know what your major is? Do you know your major? Nine of Wands. I mean, like, this is... I understand that I'm not the... You have the ultimate say. Understand that you have the ultimate say. I'm just doing a reading for based off of your questions, and but should you go to Australia for university next year? Fourth crystals. Five of crystals. All of them look like yes cards. And they're all 4 and 5 of crystals, so those are pentacles. So you are going to gain a lot of knowledge. It is going to cost a lot of money. However, if your major is looking for something that's... if you're trying to become something that is going to rake in a lot of money, then yeah, I'd say why not? If I had that opportunity, I would. So I mean, it can't hurt to at least look into it, which you're doing. You are looking into it. You're just wondering if you should definitively go there. And I'm like saying, well, I'm not gonna say definitively yes, and I'm not gonna say definitively no. But by the looks and sounds of it, yeah, why not? Give it a go. And if you don't like it, drop out. The cards are... I'm answering the initial question, which is you asked if you should go to university in Australia next year. You did not ask what your major should be. So I'm answering that. Now, if you want to so if you want a follow-up question, or if you want to add any other questions, you have to subscribe to my Patreon or set up an appointment with me. Because for my highest one, I do personal readings. I do skim throughs. I do like three card draws like this. Oh, my pleasure. That's what I'm here for. I do 3 card draws, 5 card draws, 7 card draws, or full in-depth answers. But the full in-depth answers are those are my most expensive. But if you want like a personal, detailed, face-to-face, and you want to ask like any follow-up questions or whatever, like that's you can always set up an appointment with me at any time as of now. The Patreon link I think I set my put my Patreon link in the description of my videos. I try to, and I say that all the time in my I don't say it all the time in my videos, but I put the descriptions in like where I say in the description, yeah, you can subscribe to my Patreon or set up a personal appointment with me, and I'd be happy to answer whatever you'd like. Anybody, and yeah, if anybody's into, and also, um, I need to find a like a computer or something so that way I can live stream on there and I can have patrons only hangouts. So it's not open to the public. It's just one on one with y'all, and yeah, I love hanging out with everyone here. To be honest, it's fun. I've made friends great friends from this channel, and I'm eternally grateful for y'all. I really am. In all seriousness, I may have to. I wouldn't say cut it short, but I will say, I might have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it in by in the next 39 minutes or so. 39 minutes or to like another hour and a half. Just depends on how many how many else we get here. Okay, and you would, and Annabelle, if that's the case, if you subscribe, I think you would be my first patron. So, if anyone has any other questions, or if you want to chat, that's perfectly fine with me. Perfectly fine. If I don't, unfortunately, if I still don't get anybody within the next, I might have to call it quits soon. I know I said 2 to 2 to 3 hours, but if it's an hour and a half, I might have to call it an hour and a half. Okay, I'll wait for another 5, maybe 10 minutes, and if nobody jumps in, I might have to call it a I might have to call it a day early because I did get a lot of people, which is good. More than usual. I got 6 likes. I'll wait 5 more minutes, and if not, I'll just call it a day. Four more minutes, actually. Okay, so if I don't get anybody here within the next like 2 minutes or something, then I'm just gonna call it a day, because I just don't like let people listening to like dead air. You know what I mean? All right, I guess that's it, because I've been waiting for like for a little while. All right, I'll see you in the next live stream, or even pick a card reading. Everybody, please like, comment, share, and subscribe so the echoes expand.